Hello and welcome to Sketchbooks. I'm going to read my eighth grade sketchbook today, or 3-2, um, or possibly Lo Coco Alg in online. And now I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so Chrono Sketch, Chronos, first box. Um, 12 to 16. Er, eighth grade. Why is it doing this? Okay, so here's an early seastead design. It has pillars that vary in length and rise up from the ocean floor. It is geothermal powered using using energy from magma, or using energy from a volcanic hotspot under the ocean. Um I think this is the various power generating machinery. Here's the Beluga flag, early Beluga. With the Beluga flag has a you see there it is on the Mid-Atlantic Ridge. Here's the Beluga flag. The Beluga flag had it wasn't an original flag. It wasn't the original flag. The original flag was just green on the top, or actually it was purple on the top, green on the bottom, white in the middle, and a spiral in the very center, kind of like the Mexican flag with a spiral instead of the seal. And it's got and inadvertently the genderqueer flag, which I think came later. Um, this has this has stars on the outside, and then as you go in, there's the green and or there's the purple and green bars, and then there's this sort of opening like on a ship, like a porthole, or maybe a camera shutter. um and finally, the spiral has been replaced by a sea monkey, or which is the national animal of Anlia, or it was the national animal of Blugda. So I'm gonna have to flip this to know what it is. I think this is a tower. This is good drawing, whatever it is. I think there's some sort of vehicle there moving through the water, like a hoverboat. There's the engine zoomed in. There's the heat sink. There's it hovering over something, I don't know. And here's a tower. I believe these are modules that can connect to this underwater tower. I'm not sure. This is the origin of life. I was just speculating. Um, Star, larger atoms, amino acids, sugars, spontaneous proteins, community of spontaneous machines, basic organism. Then you have, but of course, this happened in space, and this happened on Earth. You've got you've got some of the things from Earth. I think this is based on the theory of exogenesis, where where the basic organism existed in space and went to different planets, but then evolved on Earth into all sorts of things. So this is some of life, some of life's history, Precambrian, Cambrian. Then you've got fish going to the land. I think that would be like the Devonian, dinosaurs, birds. I also thought that octopi. I also thought that that encephalopods were related to vertebrates because they were both very intelligent. I think that's probably not true because encephalopods are obviously mollusks, and vertebrates are actually closer to echinoderms because which I learned later because they were both deuterostomes. This is an underground base. I probably created this as a game, having an imaginary person explore through this land, explore the side of this mountain and get and pipe in various resources from lava flows and water flows. This is more of life. I think you've got mammals here. This is my design. This is the first design for the KAP in eighth grade. It wasn't called the KAP. It was called the radio virus. You see this or you see there was a device. I mean, I don't know if it was called the radio virus. That's sort of a name I came up with it later. I forget what it was actually called. There was this device that was microscopic and it would take in radio waves and convert them into RNA. It would make an RNA strand that had the same information as a radio wave. And it would take and then there would be one of those in each of all of these cells. And there was a helmet that read your brain waves and converted them into designs for organisms and projected them into this mass of cells um, to be picked up by the radio virus and converted into cellular action. So the cells could become whatever you wanted them to become pretty much instantly. This was a very good design, I think. However, I took the advice of my I later took the advice of my music teacher who told me to make robots that synthesized all of the uh, that synthesized all of the materials directly instead of instead of going through an artificial life form, which helped marketing. See, this is the same thing. It's a superhero designed for it. Designed for that. They see, this is back when I thought that, this existed for a while after the radio virus was just converted into the what was it, something fabricator, the UF, Universal Fabricator. There was a black hole that was used to spit out atoms, and then the atoms were used to synthesize all sorts of things. But of course, this had to remain squarely in the realm of sci-fi because this particular design was for a game of pretend, which I played on the playground in at the YMCA after school. This is the design. This should belong in sixth grade. This is the design of a stuffed animal called the flying frog. It's supposed to be an ugly dog or an ugly doll. Um, I believe this is Xanatar or the Earth. Hold on. I don't know what this is, but I think this is the cross section of the Earth. I don't know. Another game of Eraser Minecraft, as I later called it. Um, Hold on. Photos should not be downloading from iCloud Drive. But this is some of the designs for this is the design for a helicopter that was battery powered and just a tiny little helicopter. Um I believe this was the original self-pumping speed bike. Um see there's the See, the idea is it's powered by compressed air, which is powered by the pedals, and because it's powered by compressed air by instead of directly by pedaling, you can build up that air pressure for a while and then release it all of a sudden and then just coast, and that's how you gain your speed. But so as you see, there's the air. There's the air pump attached to the pedals. There's a separate one attached to the ground, so you can pick up air, or you can pick up energy off the ground when you brake. Then the air goes into this tank and controlled by the valves in the actually I think this is a pedal, but it was originally supposed. But I think the design that I most associate with this had a had a valve in the handle bars, which it used to control flow of the air to the engine on the front wheel. This is um this is probably a more complicated design because I was trying to incorporate water pumping because I wanted to put a water gun on it for fun. So then so then I hold on. Yeah. I still have photos. I selected photos not to show up on this computer, but it keeps downloading anyway. I don't have enough room for it. And this is just, physics. Or this is just astrophysics. Interested in that. This is I think a vehicle that no wait, no, it's not a vehicle. Yes, it is a vehicle. It hydrogen goes to the engine. I believe the I believe this separates the hydrogen from the nitrogen. Um no, I don't know. This is one of my favorite designs. It's called the SPS Salamander. Now I sort of overworked this. Um It's like the SPS bike, except with the addition of a power by hydrogen fuel cell that connects to these back engines, that connects to these back wheels. And because of the hydrogen and because of the additional because of the additional impellers, it it floats on water and um it is considered an amphibious vehicle. Also, there's a trunk in the back where you can put your stuff, and it has more seating because people can sit on the sides. Stop. Okay, so it keeps showing this some sort of hover device. There's flying frog again, and then there's I think a map of my house. I think a map of my parents' house actually. There's I think I was drawing the playroom. I was trying to organize the playroom. So, and you see these walls are folded out so you can see them all in the same image. So, evolution of birds and dinosaurs. Arrgh. Why did they have to get me when I was busy? Arrgh. So this was a device. I think it was a pretty. This is probably a boat with an open bottom, and there's an air valve here, so that you can't, so that the air is being pumped into this compartment you instead of the water coming up through it. This is a device where it falls and it sort of functions as a jet engine. And in the air forced through a smaller opening runs this propeller, which I think which in a later drawing was supposed to blow away a lot of the dirt or a lot of the sand when it falls on the beach and dig itself a ditch, which could be used for soldiers to hide in. So that's math. These are some simple constructions of Anlia. As you can see, we brought back the dome. We have multiple dwellings in this skyscraper. It's a circular house, and this one has a satellite dish and a wind turbine. Now we have that dome house that floats or that sits above the ocean, can sit in Blugada. Um, there's the inside. As you can see, it's just another Dymaxion house, basically. I think that's a satellite. It looks like a satellite. Couldn't tell you. There's there is a cells, life. And I think that's it. Uh, 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 uh. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, I think that's it for eighth grade. So, okay. So, here's Anlia. So I'm gonna go through all of these sketchbooks into the I'm gonna go through all these sketchbooks into the modern day, and then I'm gonna go through them at a slower rate, just keeping up with modern times. And this is a and I would like to say just like and subscribe, and please try to get somebody to work on Anlia as an actual concept. Alien hasn't come up yet, but this is going to be a lot more videos than before. There's going to be a lot more videos than now in the future because there's the because after 8th grade it starts being a once every 3 months sketchbook instead of a once every year sketchbook. So the next one is 8th grade summer. See you in the future, Future Datin.